One of the greatest privileges we all have as citizens of Nigeria is to live in a democratic society, having the power to exercise our rights to vote and be voted for. What category are you, and how have you been using your rights so far? Don't be confused, this is still the Evangel Art Show, and this is still Magdalene Azal, and yes, we still have our artists in the studio, but recently we've been talking about the 2023 coming election, and then it's more like the country has been so busy, talking about the candidates, the aspiring candidates, and then people saying this is who they are voting, this is the person I'm voting or not, and all. And we want to, as Evangel artists or Evangel Arts members, we also have our voices, in sensitizing people to do the right thing. That is to have your PVC and also go out and vote. And on that note, I have one of our brothers in the Evangel Arts of Ekwa, Josiah Awari, to do the good conversation with.
I'm happy and excited to be here, Magdalene. It's an awesome privilege once more to be here to discuss.
Of course. And then recently we have the communique from ECWA, for everybody to get their PVCs ready, like even churches, pastors have been told that it is Operation Show Your PVC, but even if you don't have the PVC, you can still go to church. But it's really embarrassing where you go there and everybody has his PVC and you don't have your PVC. Sure. And also in that line, our CEO of Evangel Arts of Ekwa also saw the mandate to bring Evangel Arts members together and then do something about it. But I would like to hear all from you, because you are one of the committee members. I would like to know your role in the committee.
Okay, well, it's awesome to see how Nigerians are actually working hard to get their PVC. When I go out, I went out today, one of the centers, and then I saw people queuing in the sun, just waiting to get a chance to register. And it's exciting. It's something we have not seen over the years in Nigeria. And that just shows you that there's a cry in the hearts of people for something positive, for growth, because we have waited a long time to see that our nation grows, but it looks as if everything is going backward, from where we were. So I see there's a longing already in the hearts of youths and Nigerians to see how they will participate, and it's really exciting, And it's the same thing. That's what we are trying to encourage, like you said, even here in Ekwa Television and also in Evangel Arts of Ekwa. We want to see how we will lend our own voice to encourage people out there to go out and get PVCs. And then when it comes to voting, they should be prepared to go out. It's very important that they get their PVC.
Definitely.
Yes. And then it's also very important that when it comes to vote, they go out and vote. Oftentimes people that even have PVC feel that there's no need for them to go and vote because
it's a compulsory thing. Probably you would need to use it for something, then you just go and get it and keep.
So we're saying it's not just to get it to have the PVC so that you would be among the people that have it. No, you have the PVC, there's something you can use that PVC to do, and that is to vote, to exercise your right. The right person. Yes, it's very important. Voting the right person. I know people feel that your vote will not count and it will be rigged. Or forget about that. If your vote won't count, someone was asking a question. If your vote won't count, why would they want to bribe you?
That is it.
That means your vote would actually count. It means something.
Do you know, I've come to realize that, they always say that just for people to get discouraged and not go out and vote. Have you seen how other people will go out and vote and then their candidate will win, and then you are here saying my vote will not count? How is it not going to count?
And at the end of the day, we are all affected, because politics will determine the direction of a nation and how it turns out. It will affect the church, it will affect each and every, whether you go out or vote, it will affect you. So why not be active this time around and vote the right person, the people that that can improve this economy, and they can improve this nation to take it to where we want it to be. So here in Evangel Arts, we have been working on actually ways. You know, what we do actually is music, and music, apart from edifying, music is also there to enlighten, to educate people, and to inform them of certain things. So we're actually, as a committee, a 5-man committee, we're actually working on a song that will encourage Nigerians out there. A song that will encourage us to go out, get our PVCs, and when it's time to vote, we'll come out in mass to vote for the right people. Because look at, I remember one of our mentors, when we were discussing, he said something. He said, Abuja now, as it is supposed to be like the underdeveloped country, state in Nigeria. Because why? We have come of age. We are supposed to be beyond where we are right now, and that is the cry. So we are doing our own part as Evangel artists to see how we bring our voices together, and also encourage all people out there, our supporters, and also our fans that are out there. I believe when it's out, we're going to hear more of it.
How soon is it?
Well, right now, I can't really give you a time frame, but let's say between this July, it should be out in July or so. Yeah,
definitely.
So the sooner the better, actually. Yeah.
And I think the young people out there too, we really need to put it into their ears, like, don't think you're still young. Nigeria is for you. It's not for the younger people. It is your future. So let them just not sit down and think, okay, it will not happen. How is it possible that your vote will not count? And just the way you mentioned it, if your vote will not count, they will not bribe you, for you to go and vote. And if your vote will not count, these politicians will not keep. So truly, you need to come out and vote. You need to. Voting is not just for you to go and get your PVC and just stay with it. No, get your PVC on TV now. But it was really funny. He was like, people are saying go and get your PVCs, go and get your PVCs, make sure you get your PVC. But he would rather say go and get your PVC and vote so person. If you're not voting this person, don't even go to the polling unit. I'm like. But this is just the way you said it is the hunger. Like, so many things have happened to the extent that we just want a different Nigeria. And if we are not deliberating, waking up to our responsibilities, I mean, just the way I said, we have the right. If somebody is not doing well, the person has to go.
Yes.
And then you bring somebody that
we know is competent.
Of course. Yeah. So don't sit down and say, even if you do it, it's not going to work out, or even if you do. And sometimes it's not just that their vote will not count. Sometimes they feel the politicians are all the same. And, even if the vote is a new person, it's the same thing that will come out. But trust me, if people will come out and vote and not vote for some kind of sentiment, or some kind of reasons, best known to them,
or
it is
party.
going to work out. Or party, or maybe name, or maybe because it's from my village and all. And it's just amazing. We keep doing the same thing all over and over again, and we think we want to have different results. How is that going to work out?
That's madness, actually.
So truly, and I really appreciate what Evangel Arts, is always doing. Like, no matter, as things come up, we have a way as artists, to come in and then lend our voices to people. But sometimes I'm like, okay, if we bring out this,
just we are musicians, and then whatever style, so people can get to listen to this songs, or let me say many. We see how we can carry everybody along, everybody. So you'll be hearing some few dialects in it, maybe the major ones, and then you have few other ones that will follow. So I believe the song is a song that any Nigerian can relate to. It's a simple song that everyone can relate to, but we want to make a call to bring about awakening in the minds of people, and Nigerians that mean well for this nation. That it's not just about people that will go there to eat national cake. We want people that can bake the cake. Do you understand? Because the national cake is not even there. At the moment, there's nothing. It's only, we want people that have fresh idea, that are asking the right questions, and they are trying to see how they can answer this question, how they can bring about growth to this nation. And those are the kind of people we should look out for. And when you vote, you should bear in mind tomorrow. What about your children? What kind of nation do you want to build for them? So this is what we're trying to do. We just want to encourage Nigerians and also play our part. We know that we cannot fold our hands no more. We cannot just watch our country collapse and crumble. So it is time for us to rise. And we have the power. The people have the power, because we are the ones that will put people who represent us. So it is now. If we don't do it, then we allow whoever just goes there and he does whatever he wants.
And we keep complaining.
When we put people there, we know we put them there, we can ask for them to be, they are accountable to us. And the time they don't deliver, we will rise again and go and vote, put another person that we have hope in. So this is just what the song is trying to talk about. Go get your PVC. Like I said, now is a very important time, because is a time of preparing as we pray as Nigerians. I know God is hearing our prayers. But there were two farmers who were praying for rain. One cultivated his field and was praying for rain, and then the other just folded his arms and was praying for rain. You see, there's a difference between the two. The person that cultivated his land actually showed that he trusted God more to bring the rain. So God will bring the rain. God will bring the right person, but we must prepare. And this is the time where we are preparing. Without your PVC, you cannot vote. So go, I get it. Whatever it is, if you need to go and stay all day in the sun, go and stay and wait and get your PVC. So that when the time comes to vote, you have nothing will stop you from participating.
Of course, and you can also participate in this conversation by sending us a comment on Facebook, or you can also call live, and make your contribution. Tell us what you have been up to, sensitizing people, or, getting your PVC and getting ready for 2023. Someone said 2023 is going to be interesting, and I'm like, I'm scared, even though.
Very interesting, because the next leaders would maybe lead us to the next decade. You understand? So it's very important.
It is.
So if we have a leader in 2023, maybe if the leader goes 4 years and does well and goes another 4 years, that's a decade, and that is going to really define how we'll be in the 2030s. So
but I can't really imagine with the way things are going on right now, and then people just fold their arms and just stay and say their votes are not going to count, and then we just leave the wrong person to lead us for the next 8 years again. Just imagine what will happen to Nigerians.
It will be terrible, actually. It's the church has for a long time been indifferent and just folded our hands. But we see that we are even more affected. Looking at the trends of things in Nigeria, when you look at the people that have been killed and people that have suffered more, is it not the Christians? So the church doesn't stay out of anything like politics, because the church too is interested in the growth of the nation and to determine what future we create for ourselves and for our children to come. So I think I like the way everything is going right now, because like in Ekwa, there has been an awakening. So definitely in churches now, you have to show your PVC. Not that anybody will chase you, but Operation Show Your PVC.
Yes.
Let's know if you're ready, if you're prepared, if you have what it takes to participate.
And you know, even for people who don't even have PVCs, you can come to church, or they have, like, there's, I think the INEC officials are going to make it possible for, you know, people to come to church premises and then do their PVCs.
Sure, I know of one church that I think they said they'll arrange something like that. So actually churches can arrange with INEC officials to come around during church premises. Those that don't have can register there. So everything is being made easy. You can actually register online also, you know, and so many things. So,
and yeah, okay, as an artist, apart from singing or your music going out to give the gospel, you know, what other means can you communicate with the people out there, you know, to sensitize them on, you know, getting their PVCs and writing the vote and voting the right persons?
Well, like I've said earlier, one of the major ways we use, and I personally use as an artist, is through the music, because music is powerful. And one of my MDs will say, if I insult you, you may pick offense, but if I put it in a musical melody or tune, it will sound less aggressive or offensive. You understand? So I think one of the ways, and which is what we're working on, is to see how we bring songs and sounds that will unite Nigerians, that will spur them, will encourage them, even in this season that we have found ourselves. And also in our discussions, like an interview like this, which we try to also talk and remind followers that it is very important. It is very important. That one vote is very important. That one vote can make a difference. You as a person, you can make a difference. So you have to believe it. You have to know it. Don't say that we are beyond redemption. Don't say Nigeria can not change for the better. We believe, and you and I, we are the difference.
Of course. And you know, musicians also are, you know, social media influencers.
Yes.
So, you know, most people, you know, follow you because they know your music, and then they just want to follow you and see everything that happens in your life. Maybe probably things you post on, you know, your social media handles and all that. So I think also that is another avenue for artists, you know, to communicate to people out there.
Very well. The social media has proven to be one of the greatest tools that we have in our time now, because everyone, almost everybody is on social media, even the young and the old, you know, they are there. You post something. So what we're saying now, instead of posting your picture all the time, why not make a post that will remind Nigerians and encourage them, and for them to actually see the importance of what they are doing. Because some people maybe are just doing it for formalities, but it is very significant. It is very significant to our lives and to the growth of our country. If we want this country to be better, then we must take the hard decisions, and it is now. And our voice are increasing loud. Go out, get your PVC, prepare, because there's a time of voting come 2023. We're counting on you. God is counting on us.
Of course.
Yes.
And then to the young people, you know, people really follow you on Facebook, you know, like in all the social media handles that you can possibly have. You know, people really follow, especially the young people. They are always online, and then they have their peer groups always online.
Yeah.
You should find it, you know, as a very, very important thing to do. Post about, you know, PVC, post about the coming election. Just be responsible. You know, they say Nigerian youth are not responsible, they are lazy, they are that. If you don't want to hear comments like that about you, you know, we
Yeah.
need to really change the narrative.
Yes, of
It is
course.
time. But I'm really impressed though. You know, you mentioned how, you know, people are, you know, there doing the
Yes.
lines and then
Young
trying to
people
get their
especially.
PVCs. Like, I was passing like almost every morning that I'm passing, you just see them like on a long queue of almost. But the problem is that, okay, my younger brother went there, and then for 2 days, but he couldn't do it. And I asked him yesterday. I said, "Were you able to do?" He said, "No, I can't. That I will wait until when the people are reduced, then he will now go." He said 2,000 people on a line, but at the end of it, at the end of the day, they will tell them it's just like 50 people that are being registered. So it's really discouraging,
The
you know,
process is
for
slow.
people to come out and stay under the sun for that long, and then you
And
just
not
tell them
get-
it's just 50 people that could register. What? 2,000 people.
Yeah, and I think INEC should consider extending the date, because there are still a lot of people that have not yet registered, and they want to register. And I think we should create, like I said, churches can help to create, to get officials maybe to come to churches to begin to do this registration, because someone might go to the center and not be able to do, but when you organize locally in your church, you know, there's a controlled number there,
of people.
yeah, that will be there, so it's going to help. I don't know how they will try to speed the process, but I think it should be extended, because a lot of people want to do it. They want to do it. We have seen people are very eager to do it. And my prayer and my hope actually is for people that this desire will extend to the time of voting.
We
actually.
pray so.
Yes.
We pray so.
Yes, that is.
Thank you, Brother Josiah, for
Thank you
this
so much.
information. We are really grateful, and we hope that everything comes out well for us, and the artists, you know, especially the gospel artists, keep saying the gospel.
Yes,
they are
I tell
listening.
you what. Sorry, if I
No,
will
but you
cut
can talk
short.
to them. You can talk to them.
All the gospel artists that are out there, I want to encourage us. Go, you can write songs, use your creativity. We know how powerful songs can be, and let's pour people, let's encourage those within our circle of influence to go out and get their PVC and get ready to vote for the right persons come 2023. Trust me, we can make the difference.
Of course, we can make the difference. We have a comment from Danny E. Sukumkia, who says, "Peace out." Peace out to you too.
Yeah, peace.
Thank you for, you know, watching the Evangel Art Show. And please, we hope you do the right thing, okay? As young people, as old people, don't be tired of your country. If we don't do it, I mean, who will? So we have to get up and be deliberate about everything. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
It's coming again. It's coming again. It's coming again. Look, he's coming. Look, he's coming. Look, he's coming with a cloud.
would you like to be taken back memory lane? Join us 8:30 a.m. weekdays as we bring back Equa Television Africa productions in retrospect, from the lens to the world.
From the Dailies, your #1 newspaper analysis series that brings you news you can trust, especially when it's breaking with conservative actualities that are reliable, current, accurate, relevant, and balanced.
We heave at you news from around the world, from politics, human angle, business, and lots more. The Dailies shows 9 a.m. West African time. It keeps you informed, educated, and current on global insightful analysis.
We have audience engagement on our official Facebook and YouTube pages at Equa Television, with a readily accessible phone line for your contributions. Keep it
With your favorite hosts,
Sele, Joyce,
And Tosin.
Equa Talent Show, the Voice Edition, is here. Can you stand the truth? Are you ready to go through real training, having experienced coaches set high standards on this season of Equa Talent Show, the Voice Edition? Do you trust your voice to make your votes count? The emergence of the coaches to the artist and the scout for votes makes it all the more interesting. There are 3 coaches for you to blindly choose from, besides the judges on this edition of the Equa Talent Show. Any coach you pick shall be your guide throughout the competition. To be part of the Equa Talent Show, the Voice Edition 2022, record a 2-minute video and send via WhatsApp to +234 704 611 2545 with an introduction of your name, the title of your song, your phone number, age, and state of origin. Entries starts from February 1st, 2022 and is open for Equa and non-Equa members all over Nigeria. For